guys, welcome back to the Indian Beauty Vlogs YouTube channel, and I'm really excited to share with you guys these two new budget launches in the market. Maybelline launched the new Fit Me range in India recently, and I picked up the foundation and the concealer, and I'm really excited to try out the range for the first time on my face on camera with you guys. So before we proceed, before you check out the clipping where I apply the product for the first time and you see the kind of coverage it offers and things like that, I mean I've already shot that part, so I thought I'll share a brief about the range overall with you guys. So Maybelline has launched 4 products in the Fit Me range. The first one is the Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless foundation. Internationally they have 2 foundation ranges as a part of the range. One is the Matte Plus Poreless foundation. This is for normal to oily, as they call it, and there's one which is for dry skin, normal to dry skin. So I mean in India they've only launched this one product range, and there are I believe 3 or 4 shades I guess in the foundation range. This is shade number 322 Warm Honey, which is the second darkest shade. There's one more shade here which is darker than this one and which was quite dark for me, so I didn't pick that. This is the one that I found to be the best match for me. Let's talk about the concealer. Three shades have been launched in the concealer range, and this is the darkest one. And if you can compare, the concealer is still quite pale as compared to the foundation, and this is something I can't use on my facial spots. I picked this up exclusively for under eye brightening and contouring with a concealer. In terms of the shades offered in the concealer, I am slightly disappointed because unless you're very fair, you're not going to be able to find a concealer that matches your skin tone. Then there are 3 to 4 powders that have been launched in this range, and all of them are way too white. I mean they're way too light, very pale for my skin tone, so I skipped the powder compacts also. And then there are 3 blushes that have been launched, and they have really feeble pigmentation and they didn't show up on my skin at all, so I didn't pick up any of those shades also. This is the first time I've been able to find good matches for my skin tone in a drugstore brand, like a really good match. So I'm quite excited about both of these, and since the shade match was quite good, I have high expectations from these. So in the clipping to come, you'll see me applying these 2 products on my skin, and then we'll talk about my final verdict at the end of the video. I've already applied my Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Primer to the entire face, and what I'm doing now is just applying my orange color corrector to places where I have some discoloration. I'm using the MAC Studio Finish Conceal and Correct Duo, and I'm only using the orange side to cancel out the discoloration. Since I'll be using the concealer from this range, I have not applied the yellow side, or I haven't mixed the 2 shades together, which I normally do. Now I'm going to start with the foundation here. This is okay. I'm even opening this up right now. I haven't even opened this one. I just bought it yesterday. The shade that I have is 322 Warm Honey. So there's no pump to the packaging. You get just a normal bottle without a pump. I'm taking a little bit of this onto the back of my hand. I have taken some of the product onto the back of my hand, and I do like that it has a lot of yellow undertone. I'm going to dot this all over my face, and we'll see how it blends. So I normally wouldn't wear my foundation without a primer, and that's why I'm testing it with a primer. I like the shade match. I'm quite surprised. Normally Maybelline shades, the ones that are launched in India, they do not go well with my skin tone, and I have medium skin, a lot of Indian girls have even deeper skin tones, and I always wonder what they're going to do with new launches. Let's see if I can, build this up on the spots. Although I like the coverage already. I mean, yeah. If you don't have a very dark marks, it should be fine. So I do have like 2 huge breakouts on my face at the moment. I like the coverage. I mean, it's really nice, and I like how, I don't know, I'm just surprised at the shade match. It matches really well with my skin tone. Next, I'm going to apply the Fit Me concealer. The one that I have is shade number 25 medium, and this, ladies, is the darkest shade that you get here in India, and it is like, you can see it's quite a pale shade. It is nowhere going to provide you coverage on the spots if you have any, but thankfully the foundation has good coverage, so if you find a good match there, you can pick it up without picking up the concealer also. Blending this out. Okay, I think I like it. Not sure how it looks on camera, but in person the effect is quite subtle. And I like it. I mean, it's just the way I like it. I'm going to apply my skin color concealer. This is the Revlon Color Stay Concealer in Deep, and I'm going to apply it where I have like, a tiny spot here and there, because those were huge spots. They didn't get covered by the foundation alone, and the Fit Me concealer does not, match my skin tone to be able to cover other spots. But otherwise, I'm loving the range. Oh my god, like, oh my god. Hey guys, so it's been almost 4.5 hours since I've had this foundation on my face. I haven't touched up yet, just applied some lip balm, and as you can see, the lighting has also changed because the sun has set. I'm shooting in natural light, so I mean, that explains the difference in lighting situation right now. But yeah, I mean, I have had this foundation and concealer on my face for 4.5 hours now, and I think I quite like it. I mean, barring the fact that, my T-zone is also not super oily, it's alright, and I haven't touched up yet, so I think it's doing a really good job. I mean, I don't mind this much of oiliness in 4.5 hours. That's totally okay with me because my skin is super horribly oily. And so yeah, in terms of controlling the oil, it's doing decent. I wouldn't call it super oil controlling, but it's doing a decent job. And yeah, I think I quite like the foundation. I quite like the concealer. I think I like the concealer more than the foundation. There's no major creasing anywhere. I don't see the concealer slipping or the foundation slipping or fading. It has held on to the skin pretty well. For this budget, these are excellent buys. I really like the foundation and I love the concealer, but the concealer is only for highlighting purposes. It's not something that I've used on the spots. I used like a second layer of the foundation to, you know, double or to build up the coverage here, and the concealer I've used to highlight this area, to highlight under the eyes, and to highlight the bridge of the nose, etc. And I think it's done a fabulous job with that. At this price point, I think these are my favorite, you know, budget drugstore base makeup products from now on. Around 1,000 rupees you get both these products, and they are a really good pair together if you're looking at new products to buy on a budget, or if you're just curious to try out these products, you should definitely give them a try.